All right. Okay, for Reapers though, they do need a last pick of a guy who can just make space for the sniper. Uh, let's see, we've seen a lot of what was it? Not Mars, not Underlord, Magnus. Magnus would be so bad, but then again,
Mm.
Magnus is not exactly a guy who walks in front for the team. Dawnbreaker has emerged a little bit. I'm not quite sure about that. And I remember the first day of Reaper, we were wondering who was the stupid dog, and it turned out that it is Gondry. I think. So
Yeah.
that's what his name is in pubs. So if you guys have come across a guy called Stupid Dog in your pubs, he's actually a pro player. I know, right?
Yeah. But I mean, even if you just call him a stupid dog anyway, because quite a lot of people out there are, and I like
Ooh,
it. All right, okay. So there is actually there's some different stuff going on in
flavor.
this series. This is nice.
Mm,
Yeah, a bit of soul, a bit of seasoning going on, man, making this into a nice,
mm.
delicious game. Tasty
Making a
stuff.
fantastic bacon sandwich for sure.
Oh yes.
And all right, so it's going to be support Tusk. Could be position 5 or 4. Same thing with the Rubik. Reapers also, they have a 4-5 duo with the Ricky and the Miran, which we've seen both heroes go. So little flexibility here. Carry needed for Myth Avenue, something for Miracle, whereas Reapers, they need to get an offlaner here. I wonder what RDP is going to be considering taking. Actually, why do I feel like I thought Mazros was an offlaner. Oh God,
it's there's too many names, man. Like the amount of teams and
uh,
different players and positions, there is a lot to keep track of for sure.
And then it turns out it's like the guy is just naming himself like, and he's not actually the player. Like, it's like we'll have to wait until the game starts, then changes to something else because this is they're using like their pub names right now until they're picked.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's still an offlaner here, and Mazros is an offlane player.
It's very true, very true. So we shall see. Obviously, Ban's Reaper just focusing on towards the carries. Meanwhile, Myth Avenue just trying to take away those sort of off-laner roles. But it definitely feels like both teams are lacking some sort of big AOE team fight. Like there's
Hmm.
there's no Ravages, there's no arenas, no black holes, nothing like that. It's all relatively standard sort of skirmish and fight tactics going on. And the Naga Siren also getting taken out there. I mean, I suppose Myth Avenue, they've already got the Lycan right to address the sniper.
Yeah.
Just use the ultimate, charge at him relentlessly with all your creeps, and eventually the sniper will probably get brought down unless he's really farmed and can do a ridiculous amount of damage. So, do you think the carry of Myth Avenue also needs to be able to get on top of the sniper, or can it be someone a bit more reserved and deal with the rest of the team?
I think you want to handle the sniper more. I think they might consider going. Oh, 900 gets banned. They were listening. I think they might go for Slark last pick because that's one of the better counters to have against the sniper. Something high mobility. Faceless Void is in the pool, but your damage for everyone else inside the chrono is not great. And if you have a bad chrono that doesn't catch the sniper and you catch an ally, it's gonna be tough for you. What did they go with? They go with the Brewmaster. All right, nice body in the front. Something we talked about saying that they really need. So I like that pick by Reapers. With Avenue, they have about a minute and a half to think about their care. I'm feeling the Slark and the Faceless Void, and yeah, we'll see if that's something they decide to go for.
Yeah, I think the Slark, as you were mentioning, makes definite sense, especially if when the sleeping dart is inevitably going to be coming out for the Ricky, and the Slark will have the opportunity to react fast enough to try and purge it away and potentially slip off of that. We didn't even mention actually, this is the exact same support duo that Myth Avenue literally just ran in their last series against eHome, and Reaper are playing it against them. So whether if they were watching it or something and maybe want to do that themselves, or I don't know, I'm not really sure, but it might be a little bit of a repeat. We'll see if they're able to execute it as well, though.
I wonder if Mid Avenue will go for like a carry like in mid-lesh offlane Tuskar and take like something like an Omni Knight, just like end the game within 20 minutes. I think that would be interesting, but I don't know if they go for. I expect it to be the more standard offlane like, and we get the carry now. But that would be really exciting. Like the super fast push lineup. You're up against a sniper though, so we'll see what they go. They go with the Mars. Ooh.
Okay, I like that.
Lycan?
Obviously the arena wall will obviously block out a lot of the right clicks coming in from the sniper, so it adds a bit of protection as well as catch. Yeah, I like it. It's a good pickup.
And
wait, no,
I guess
it's not carry Lycan. It's offlane Lycan, but carry Mars.
Oh, Okay, that's weird. So, by the way, this Mazur standing in for the team. They also have Mikasa on the Ricky, and I don't know if Reaper changed all their names because these are not like I know Toy.
Yeah, Toy's
I've
the
read,
one
I
I
remember,
I think Fearless as well,
and
right?
Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fearless Limit was like I think their 3 and 4 have been swapped around here. What in God's name? And by the way, Fearless is still not the mid they start out with. Like 60% of this team is not the team that we had in the beginning of the tournament.
Yeah, this is it's a bit weird. It's definitely an interesting little swap around on the roster, but you know we'll see how it ends up panning out. But yeah, what do you think of this decision to make the Mars the carry rather than the Lycan?
I'm guessing that they really care about taking away all the damage coming out from Sniper, right? Like with the bulwark, you do a really good job against him. So that's an interesting pick. I'm not. I mean,
Oh,
it's very risky, right?
yeah. I remember when the Lycan's Aghanims got changed. You know where has the wolf bite, and then people
Yes.
running the Lycan Mars combo because the Mars rebuke would crit with the
With the
shapeshift
crit.
crit, and you
Oh
would
god.
just melt people. So maybe that's the decision. Maybe it's gonna be like Lycan go for a really fast Ags and just make the Mars into this absolutely disgusting frontliner that just charges after the sniper and kills him.
I mean, that would be an interesting idea. I would love to see. I mean, okay, whatever happens, I'm happy because we have new heroes coming in,
Yes.
and everyone's celebrating. Mikasa's back. Coffee is back. They're all very happy to see Mikasa playing on the Ricky, and chat is also saying that he is a god on this hero. So I'm excited to see, and he is having the official Reaper, the hashtag exclamation mark. So it's like, is he joining them? Is he not? We'll find out.
Yeah. Who knows? Well, maybe it might depend how this series goes, whether they want to incorporate him into the full roster or not. Time may say. And I feel like this is what. Isn't this exactly the same sort of thing that Reaper's done in all the other games? They put this high ground wards up in their jungle, they put a low ground ward by the river, and they all sit en masse around their own sort of jungle area, seeing if anyone steps out. They've done exactly the same thing every game, and still no one has fallen prey to it.
Right? Everyone watches like one replay on 8 speed, and they're like, okay, this is what they start with. And they're like, yep, that's what they do. And Myth Avenue Gaming, did they put their ward in? No, they would put their ward in second. I'm not sure if it was spot though, because it's at the very end. So if he was standing like here when he planted it, they wouldn't have seen the ward. You can see my pings, right?
I cannot, no.
You can. Okay, can you see me drawing around? Oh, yeah, actually, I can't. I can't draw around on the map. But that's weird. We're in the same broadcast. How come you can't see me?
Yeah. Hey, can you see mine? Does that appear for you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nope. No. This sucks. We can't draw for each other. Send rocket ships from here and there.
No, that is very sad. Gaben, please fix. Amongst other things.
I like how, interestingly enough, VVV gave Miracle a tango, and he is actually full health. He's just like, here's a tango. Take it. You use it very soon.
Yeah, that is a bit odd. Maybe it was a misclick, perhaps? Maybe he was expecting to take a bit of a beating before it even started? I'm not too sure. Yeah, definitely an interesting choice. Could just be a waste of a tango.
Radiant's courier has been
One thing about Bit is that they have great tower pressure, like building pressure in general, right? Besides the Leshrac, you also have the Lycan, who's, he can get a shot if he wants, and he's going to be a big problem for them, always passively pushing. For Reapers, they do have the Brewmaster, who can make that brew, the Earth Brewling. There's a lot of the other day we were looking at it, there's like 270 bonus damage, not percent, pure 270 bonus damage to buildings and a sniper. So they're not bad with that either.
Yeah, that is pretty damn nasty. That's going to be the main way of actually doing those seed situations to try and bring them down. Yeah, Mikasa just trading with Kishka right now in the jungle. Don't know why Kishka's really hanging about. He can't win this right-click trade. Just has to run himself off. Maybe on this mid, so we've got the Ember Spirit versus the Leshrat. It's not actually a matchup we've seen for quite a while in this tournament. So, I mean, it does look like the Ember Spirit is coming out on top in terms of harassment. Is that going to like continue this way, or well, I say that and Excellent lands a couple of spells, and yeah, brings Fearless also very low. Like, is this how this lane's going to continue?
Feels very skill based, right? If you are the Ember, you can dodge some of the abilities with a sleight of fist. and you have you're a melee hero. At the same time, as a Leshrac, you should be able to at least land some of your abilities, which he is. Because you have Lightning Storm and the Split Earth, you can like one of them's gonna land. You can't Sleight of Fist both of them unless you time them really badly right next to each other. So it feels very skill based, and so far Learn seems to be coming out slightly ahead.
Yeah, just a little bit. We'll see. What's he putting? Yeah, he did put the second point into the Split Earth as well.
Dyer's courier
So,
has been killed.
I mean, it's a little bit risky, Like as you were saying, the Sleight of Fist, you can dodge the Split Earth. So, Exilern is definitely banking on the fact that he can like fake out the Sleight of Fist early, like he just did. Potentially land the hit, get damage in, but yeah, Flame Guard. It's only level 1 though for Fearless. Won't absorb a ton of magical damage, but it might just help him sustain that a little bit extra.
Cold blood.
Yeah, does he want to take more points in it though? Oftentimes we see if it's not the best when it comes to roaming around. You want to have more of the searing chains, especially when you have a Miran right behind you trying to land arrows. So it's a bit awkward. Kishka, nice block, gets the bounce ruin for his team. And how's Miracle doing at the top lane? He's alright, just 13-4, nothing crazy yet. Although Hong Kong has been getting a good amount of CS from, I'm imagining, is a lot of the jungle creeps.
Yeah, just drop in, get an arrow off. He's able to secure
Is
this.
this? It's a very standard Mirana build, right? The level 1 arrow into leap, not taking Starstorm level, like getting 3 points of Starstorm by level 3. That's very old school, as God intended, I would say.
Yeah, just like I suppose it's like the fact that you can kill those big creeps every 19 seconds just helps you bump up your XP that tiny bit. Could make all the difference. And I mean, we still see Kishka just running around here in the mid lane. I'm not quite sure he's just walking around at the moment. Wants to try and maybe secure some runes. Going to contest the top one, which will force that to be taken up. And then, as long as Exilern can also secure the bottom, that will allow the Lesh now to potentially bully out the Ember Spirit in the regen war.
And logically, Zeal should never die. Oh, wait, actually, Hong Kong might be going in a bad spot. Logically, Zeal shouldn't die. He's up against 2 heroes without stuns, at least until Toy is level 6. And he's a Lycan who's got 15 health regeneration with a Helm of Iron Well giving him armor. And oh dear, Hong Kong actually dies.
Again, right? He had 2 leap charges. He's just not using them. I don't really know what's going on today, but there's been so many times where people have this escape available, but just not clicking it at all. It's really, really odd. And meanwhile, talking about that in the mid lane, Exxon actually gets a soda kill. Okay, this is where these leap charges might come in handy. I know Hong Kong couldn't get it on top, but now he's going to get charged that instead. Could be a second death in quick succession right now. Easily going to land the Split Earth. And double kill for Exilern. Alright, this Lesh is off to a fantastic start.
Yeah, he needed a leap that had like 3 times the range to get out of that. And I know what you're meaning. Like Hong Kong when he died, he also not only did he have leap charge, he also had the fairy fire. It's like that is it's a bit odd. It's a bit odd. At the same time though, Ricky, the bottom lane, Mikasa, he is level 3. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. And he's got an interesting cosmetic. Makes him look like he's a wolf. Do you see that?
Who's cosmetic, sorry? Oh, Ricky's one.
Yeah, the Ricky, the helmet, the head. He looks like a wolf. That is, that's interesting.
Yeah, it is quite a cool one. It's a nifty one. Some of the cosmetics are pretty cool, but you got to make sure they rein it in. Can't let them go too crazy. So yeah, do you think these lanes are pretty much going how you would expect? Obviously, Mag with the 3 kills ahead at the very least, but Miracle's still farming well, Toy's still farming well, even both off-laners sitting at pretty much the same CS themselves, so is this pretty much how you would expect it all to go?
I think Zeal might have a slightly easier time just because again you're you're a Lycan against no stuns, but I imagine he's gonna start recovering very soon. And I do think that Mid Avenue they have the advantage of the Tusk being able to rotate around the map. That is super good for you. You have a very independent offlaner, so he can just go wherever he needs and solve the 2 lanes. And he has been doing a good job, right? Forcing Hong Kong to take the Watts Ruin, then he gets to able to secure it for Exilern, and then getting a couple of kills, helping his team get a couple of kills. And oh, Kishka, he's like, no, now it's my turn. You're positioned for DC. Now it's my turn. Mom said I can DC now.
Good, and it's like the war on who can get the better internet connection into this server. That's going to be the real decider. Oh dear. I mean, sometimes that is just the problem with, you know, internet-based tournaments. Some people are going to have a decent connection. Some people might have a bit of an iffy one. And yeah, you just hope that that plays as little part of it as you possibly can, and everyone, you know, is on an equal standing.
Ah, yes. Reminds me of when Boom Esports couldn't make it to their DPC match and they were awarded an instant loss, and you're like, wow. You know, like, damn, they got a team is late 20 minutes, and they're like, nope, you guys have a loss. It wasn't this season, by the way. I think it was the first game of the first tour of the previous DPC season. That was
Ouch.
kind of wild to think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is rough.
Then they proceeded to like smack everyone and end up first place anyway, or second place.
It was it was like a little handicap, giving it to the other teams, you know, just giving them a
Oh
chance.
dear. Oh dear, Kishka. I think they're gonna need him.
Yeah, this isn't good. Might be a case of heading over to the router and actually turning the whole damn thing off and back on again.
I wonder if any team is going to have. I like what UDVS one has with the voice line. Like he disconnected. I wonder if any team is gonna have something better than that. Like it disconnect. Okay, that's cool, but there should be something about a player disconnecting, because I think that'll get you a lot of money. You know, we have DCs all the time in Dota.
Yeah, it's true. It was like, how do you work out the odds though? You'd have to like contact every player, get their internet provider and the local area, and make the odds accordingly. That could be a whole entire side job.
I mean, like, even just make a voice line for it, and it will be good in pubs, right? Because everyone's also disconnecting in pubs every time.
Very, very true. Okay, well, it looks like we're back. And ready? Maybe Fearless though.
Oh, mid lane.
Danger, yeah.
Mid lane.
Sly Fierce has not going to be able to dodge that one, and he's just dead. Second death.
3?
A second. That's just 2 for now. But the other kill was onto the Brana for the Exilin.
I'm from the future. Eventually he's gonna die 3 times, but it is not a good start for Fearless at all. I think yeah, he's really struggling in terms of net worth, and he's not the only one. Mazros as well, the top lane with the Bruce Master. He's barely got anything.
Yeah, and the worst part as well, I think, for the Ember Spirit is the fact that he's dead with TP on cooldown. So he's gonna have to walk himself back to the lane without any brown boots. So he's just gonna miss out on so much value in this mid.
And he's an Ember Spirit, right? He's a hero that needs this good start to go around making space. Whereas Leshrac, you can go farm jungle. You have value late. Oh, Mazaros is only level 5, and he's gonna be level dead soon.
Yeah, there's easy rotation there from Exilin, and I thought maybe he wanted to try and pressure this tier 1, but he's got 0 points into Diabolic Edict, so really he's not contributing too much to this. But it looks like he's actually going to hang around. Tags the arrow there, nicely done, to make sure they can keep this aggression going. And as a result, they might actually be able to bring down this tier 1 tower relatively early. Oh,
We're assuming that was on purpose.
In the mid though, it looks like Fearless trying to go onto Kishka right now. He's taken so much damage against the enemy support Tusk. He's barely winning this exchange. Actually needed the help from Mikasa to finally get on top of that one, but that was not good by any means. But even still, did a fair amount of damage to the tier 1, and their tier 1 top doesn't even end up falling.
Yeah, I think overall you're very happy for Reapers. You get Fearless on the board, much needed, and you keep the tower standing. I mean, like, you didn't lose any tower. Like I said, he's standing right next to the Remnant, expecting it to come out. Do they have any wards on Reaper side? No, I'm just gonna go for Mikasa here. That actually lands. Wow.
Mikasa just couldn't actually react fast enough, and trying his best to juke out, but not gonna work. 5 kills now in the hands of Exilin. This guy just keeps on having a better and better game. I mean, sure, he's not top in terms of CS. That is taken up by Toy there on the sniper, but in terms of kills, he's definitely flying ahead.
And he's going for stacks as well. Looks like he wants to stack some more, right? It's like, oh, I got stacks, I want more stack. A couple of them are, wait, he actually walks into it? That's kind of weird. But yeah, a couple of these are the mud golems, which nobody likes farming, unless you're an alchemist at least. But yeah, so he's just going to be able to get a lot of farm, and he's getting further and further ahead of everyone else right now.
Yeah, and it looks like I think Reaper got the read on this. They started invading the dire jungle, but they're just too damn late. All the stacks are gone. And how much gold did he just get from that? He was pretty much equal with the sniper, and now he's close to about 400 gold ahead. So this is a sizable chunk. And another arena usage here. Thesaurus.
Oh lord,
just gone again.
I mean, holy moly, this is turning into a disaster for Reapers. We kind of, I expect this to be a 2-0 in favor of Myth Avenue Gaming, but I didn't think that they'd have this much of an advantage. This is kind of a new Reapers, right? We like 60% of the team is either standing in or new players. I mean, I don't think Mazros is leaving Bleed just yet, but
yeah, it's there's still plenty that can happen, but definitely a pretty rough start. Already losing their offlane tower, which is going to give more space for Miracle to do what he wants. Fearless is here, does have his moments to use. Nice dodge there with the Sleight of Fist. In comes the Leshrac as well, but with the smoke, will allow him to disengage. But still, they're able to clear up majority of the stack of creeps there.
Miracle he has 1 point in the bulwark early, and that's something we don't see very often. But it gives you a good amount of damage mitigation, and he can turn it off if he needs to. Oh, speed penalty is only 18%. I remember the speed penalty was a lot more than that. That's only 18%. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure at one point it was like what, 40 or 50.
I remember it was at one point this player was like 30, or then it went down to 20. 18 is a weird number. All right, mid lane, Mikasa, and he's in trouble.
He's trying his best to get himself away. That's dodged both the stuns, but regardless, you just can't outpace the AoE damage that comes out from a Leshrac. What's that? Well, another kill, obviously Kishka getting the credit there, so not quite bumping up the killing spree of the Leshrac, but regardless, this is Reaper trying to take the enemy tier 1 top, give a bit of extra space to the sniper. Fearless though, TPing in towards this mid, gotta be careful he doesn't get caught. Oh, I think the Leshrac wanted to go in first, not the Leshrac, sorry, the Ruby wanted to go in first. Oh, it got tanked by a creep. Extremely close, tower still falls, and Mag should be able to just disengage without sustaining any losses from this. Really nicely done. Meanwhile, Toy also actually dying at the top. The entirety of Reaper abandoned him to finish off the tower, which they didn't even get. It was on 3 HP.
Interesting. Toy is really far out, by the way. No even tier 1 to help him. And Zeal has just been pushing down bomb by himself. Like, this is win percentage. I mean, it says 75, but this is feeling like a huge deficit right now. Reaper's got 1 kill, and they lost all their tier 1s at this point.
Yeah, 11 minutes in, and it's a 5k gold advantage into the favor of Myth Avenue. I mean, we said that, yeah, the series is favoring Myth Avenue just off the bat, but this is quite heavily favored. I mean, look, Kishka's only slightly behind that of both Fearless and Nesaris. Like, this is a damn position for Tusk, and is pretty close to your mid and off laner. I mean, he's actually already got drums of endurance.
Oh, arrow comes out, misses, but they might be able to go for more here.
Yeah, Fearless getting locked into place, telekinesis back, able to get the jump away with the Remnant. Not going to be able to find the kill. Can they get the grab onto Kishka in retaliation? But here comes the big bad wolf, charging straight by, trying to find Fearless. He's running away. Can he get this high priority kill? It looks like he should be able to. Actually going to leave it to the creeps. Another dodge with the Sleight of Fist, but wrapping round. And Zeal will eventually bring him down. Arrow lands, but yeah, Zeal's like, no, I've got what I wanted. I am out. Shapeshift ending, and yeah, doesn't want to overextend.
At the end, it's one for one trade. I think you're almost happy with Reavers for that, because, I mean, Fearless has not had much of a game. Oh, Mikasa, can we get something here? Yeah. Like getting a kill, at least, I mean, you doubled your kill count. You just need that bit of momentum coming out for you, because right now it is looking, again, very tough for Reapers.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that was a weird sight for Kishka there, like a Kobold just appearing out of thin air next to him. And it's just stood there. What the hell was that about? Well, Mikasa, though, is scouting out the fact that Exulearn taking away this stack. Absolutely nothing he can do to contest it, mind you. Just sort of sapping away as much experience as he possibly could, which is something, I suppose. You've got to take any little tiny thing you can. But this is already a Bloodstone online for Exulearn. Sub 30 minutes in. It's, yeah, a really, really nice start for Mag.
I'm starting to wonder. I wonder if pros know someone's there when they're taking these stacks. You know, they like take a giant stack and they're like, I seem to have gotten half of what I expected. I wonder if that's a thing for them, when they're like, they just don't notice it when they're doing it. I imagine it's different from player to player, but might be something they see it. Reaper, he's looking dead.
He is dead for sure. I love that, right? Miracle, he jumps in, he pops the arena down with the spear. He does not hang about. He just runs straight away. He's like, yeah, my supports can finish the kill. I am out. And yeah, beautifully executed. But there is still a few other members of Reaper here, but there's literally nothing they could do. You just got to watch the Mars carry on farming. And yeah, so this first item early blink attacker pickup for Miracle pays off.
And it makes sense, right? Because Sacred Arrow level 1 does on a Rubik does something like 270 damage. If you get the max with the Fade Ball, you have another 370. You got Kishka Snowball shot. Like he's like, yeah, I'll just land it. Even though Toy's got a decent amount of health thanks to the fluffy. Yeah, he actually has a fluffy. Okay, of course, yeah, he's going for the Force Staff Hurricane fight. But despite that, they still managed to bring him down. Map starting to shrink, and Reapers, they don't seem very coordinated in their defense or whatever it is they want to try to do, right? Mikasa, he's only got 400 gold and he needs 30 seconds to farm another 1,000 if he wants to get that shard on time.
Yes, like you say, it definitely feels like they are just in disarray right now. I'm not sure what they're doing. Like they even set it up with 4 heroes to try and kill the enemy support, but they couldn't even get on top of them. So again, just more wasted time. It's really only Toy and their entire squad who is even attempting to really farm, and his farm is pretty rough. He's got the Mask of Madness, he's got Dragon Lance, trying to go into obviously the Hurricane Pike, but still needs more time before he can complete that. Meanwhile, Zeal, he's got his Dominator, he's got Vlad's. I assume, yeah, he's got completed Overlord now coming out, and so. Do you think he will go for the Ags now to bump up the Mars, or do you think he's going to go for like a more standard off-laner Lycan build?
I wish I know, because I've never seen the Lycan Mars combo. But I mean, I don't mind if he goes for the shot. I don't care what he goes for, because all it's going to be, oh, Toy. Oh, he's going to go straight to the grave, isn't he? And Miracle's like, fine, I suppose I'll show up and help.
Again, like he just spears the enemy carry and just walks away. He's like, yeah, I'm not really interested in hitting people. I'm just getting the stuns and that's it. And yeah, should be them now clearing up this tier 2 at the bot. They've got a pretty big creep wave. They've got a catapult as well with a Lycan army. This building will not last long.
Not at all. And Mazras, he's here. He needs to be careful to get the ultimate off here. There is a decent amount of chain stun from the enemy side, although it looks like they're backing off a little bit. But so Myth Abbey not yet investing too much into taking this tier 2. They're like, yeah, maybe it's a bit too risky. Even though they don't know how far ahead they are, but they must feel like they are pretty decently ahead right now.
Yeah. I mean, they've been sat around their 6 to 7k gold mark now for, it's close to about 6 minutes-ish. Yeah, it's kept this little even standing, which could be a minor win there for Reapers. Meanwhile, though, it looks like they're going to be able to find a quick grab here onto Kishka. Arrow lands, but even though he's support, he's relatively tanky. Manages to get their Snowball off charges straight towards the sniper. Meanwhile, out comes the arena, traps both the supports. Mikasa is dead as well. Kishka's still alive for now. Fearless at least trying to get the grab on towards the Rubik, getting lucky procs there with the Maelstrom, and does actually manage to bring them down. So far it's a 2-for-2 trade. Definitely favoring Reapers, but the spear, it will land onto Fearless. Oh, fantastic cyclone there from the Panda there. Only way that Fearless survived that whole situation. I mean, can they get out without sustaining any more losses? It might work out quite nice, but Miracle charging forwards. The spear, it gets tanked there from Asaurus. Completely keeping Toy alive, but the Wolves just chasing after him. It's not going to work. The Flesh right there to get the finishing touch. Mesaurus now getting targeted. Ultimate's still on cooldown right now. Another spear connection from Miracle. Connect onto Hong Hong. Another leap away. He is gone out of there. Excellent. Still charging him very aggressively. Trying to heal up as much as he can with Bloodstone, but it just does not work. Diving underneath for tier 2. He's not quite that strong. Another spear connection from Miracle, man. This guy is just landing them left, right, and center.
It might be honestly worth it for him to just get the Aghanim shot. I gotta give props to Mazras in that fight. He did 2 really amazing things. Firstly, he gets the fly on the Leshrac, the cyclone, just as he was about to do his ultimate, and then he blinks in front of the spear, tanks it for the boys. Hong Kong's gonna lose his life, and keeps Toy alive for a little bit longer. And Fearless, is he gonna be in trouble here? There's a flame guard. A lot of damage here for VV.
I thought he was trying to like bait him in, but no, instead he ends up getting killed. Looks like Kishka also going to drop here. Couldn't actually get the Snowball off in time, but in comes Zeal. He sees that high priority target of Toy, and the sniper has no way of getting himself out. Will eventually be brought down. Excellent coming in on from the creep. But it looks like Reaper going to be able to disengage without sustaining any more losses.
I mean, you were talking earlier saying like the gold graph hasn't changed in a few minutes, and that means that benefits Reaper. And now it's very, very, very slightly it's going in, a tiny bit in favor, not in favor, sorry, in the direction of Reaper.
Yeah.
So, right? I mean, if we can get Sniper to get the Hurricane Pike, which is very close to, that will really help him out against the guys jumping on him. Okay, we have ourselves a game. We have ourselves a game at least.
Yeah, we definitely do. And we'll see what Reaper's going to be able to do with this 4-man smoke right now. I guess maybe seeing if anyone comes to the mid to try and farm it up, but no one's here as of yet. They might be able to get the jump here on towards the Rubik if he does show himself too much, but yeah, he does head in the right direction. And it's still just this sniper trying to get recovery farm. He's currently 0, 5, and 3, just been punished relentlessly, and mainly just from the Lycan. And talking about getting punished, there is going to be Rubik getting caught from the stuns. But actually, going to be able to try and chainsaw up the Ember Spirit instead, but still he does manage to survive.
Ooh.
Arena comes out, but unfortunately the Spear gets away, and every single person from Reaper manages to avoid it. Can they get out any better right now? Trying to hold this high ground. The split is going to be there from the Panda to maybe try and turn this whole fight around. Toy from the high ground, throwing the right clicks out. There is going to be the Spear to put a stop to that, but even still, Miracle trapped a little bit. Arrow
Nice
will
arrow.
land, setting it up with the smoke cloud on top, but he's still quite tanky, but eventually might get brought low from the Ember Spirit. He is gone. Going to be able to get the +1 onto Kishka as well. And these fights are actually starting to go in the favor of Myth Avenue right now. Even playing around Exilern, he's able to get the Bloodstone off, but here is the ultimate from Zeal. Going to try and chase them away with his ultimate and his creep. Mikasa being chased out. Toy is going to be the death of the sniper again. He's just not maneuverable whatsoever. He is gone. Stolen shrapnel there from V, trying to make space, but it doesn't matter. An arrow to the face. He is gone. Mikasa just in the invis, just out of range of the sentry ward there. He will survive, but still, they're going after Exilern. He's got no bloodstone this time. 1 second, but not going to work. And now Zeal, his ultimate is out. The fight continuing, but it looks like Reaper's going to have to disengage. It's been so long that Kishka's actually just respawned in this amount of time, and he's running over. Snowball connection is going to be there on towards Viserys, punching him up. Can they bring him down? But the smoke cloud is going to be in from Akisar yet again. Arrow lands into the back of the Tusk, but still no one is getting dropped. Finally, the right clicks are coming out on towards the Ricky. A final tap and he is dead. Even Miracle is now back up. Jesus, this fight is going on. Toy's now respawned. The Snowball charging through. There's going to be another reader grab onto 2 of them. The Spear landing directly on towards the sniper's face. Do they have the damage to bring him down though? No one's really focused onto it. He's getting himself out of danger. Zeal's going to try and go on top of him with his wolves, but he's so damn slow. He doesn't have brown boots, but it doesn't matter. The Tusk able to get in. Spear off the mark this time for Miracle. We might still be able to bring down Hong Kong with a few more right clicks, but Zeal is the person who's been in this fight since the very beginning. He's still alive, still relatively healthy. Fearless also coming in to play a part in this fight, but it might finally be over. I say that, telekinesis into the split, but he's able to dodge it with a sleight of fist. Milliseconds in it. He's able to get himself away very, very close, but still Reaper's trying to harass onto Zeal right now. He's so damn slow, but the Searing Chains actually landed. The Creeps can't get the connection, but with the Glepnir holding him in place. The Pandas, though, going over towards the support Rubik instead. Zeal, at long last, dead. Yes,
finally.
He is gone. Rubik also dropping. I have no idea who comes out on top of that fight. It lasted so damn long and so many people died. Like, what happened, Otomo?
Oh my god, I mean, the fight started like 3 minutes ago. No joke there. And I mean, at the very end, we look at the graph, and it's getting slowly in favor of Reaper. Toy died twice in that fight. He died, came back. Like, the fight started, remember, near the Radiant Outpost with the jump on Miracle. Oh, looks like Kishka's going to be losing his life as well. So, some really, really good signs of life here for Reapers.
Yeah, they're definitely showing that they are not out of this game yet, that is for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, firstly, when they started the fight, they started at a really good choke point, which is the stairs near the Radiant Outpost. We were seeing a really good bunch of shrapnels coming out from Toy. They were able to take the fight there for a while. Zeal stayed alive for the whole time. Why? Because he's got 28 health regen a second. I think he had only 24 in that fight, but he is very hard to bring down because he's getting so much health coming out all the time. Everyone died at some point. I don't know what to say to that, but overall, Reapers definitely comes out a little bit ahead, and the experience advantage also significantly reduced, and the gold doesn't feel as bad now.
Yeah, it's a I think it was a proper like case of swings and roundabouts in that fight. Like, you're not really sure. Like, both teams got something out of it. I think the main point for Myth Gaming is shutting down Toy even more. Like, another couple of deaths, as you're saying, in one fight was pretty impactful. Maybe we was gonna get another engagement there, but Reapers do back on out. But yeah, this poor old sniper, 1-7-6 right now, got a Hurricane Pike at long last, so he's got a bit of maneuverability, as well as actually the concussive grenade. I'm actually quite happy he picked this item up.
Yes.
A lot of the times you see people skip it until like, no, they get it from Roche, but in this game it seems crucial.
I mean, getting away just out of the shards, moving away from the. I don't know if you can use it in some way to escape the Mars arena. I don't think you can, but I'm not quite sure about that. You know, Mars arena can be very finicky with some stuff, but you can definitely escape out of the shards from the Tusk. And in general, it's just very useful to get away from people. Myth Avenue Gaming, are they wise to it? They're sort of in the mid lane. Not sure if they're going. The smoke comes out. Okay, are they making a beeline? They do. Mikasa breaks the smoke. They know. And looks like the Roche attempt is not going to be interrupted. I mean, it's going to be. They're not going to take the fight here.
Yeah, Miracle with the charge of voice takes a hell of a punishment for that, and is finally forced to pop the BKB as the stuns wear out. But he's already brought really low. Not sure if he can continue this fight. Instead, they've got the connection on towards Ricky. Even commit the arena just to remove him out of the equation. Down for 70 seconds. Excellent charging through. Neglected though, landing onto 3. Kishka with his own. Wait, the Tusk has a damn BKB, so support for crying out loud. Even still, the Brewmaster's Brewling's doing some work, trying to bring him down as well. They're going to be able to them all away. It's just the strength one left. Meanwhile, fight off onto the side. Toy dying for the 8th time this game. Fearless able to disengage, might be able to poke a prod onto Kishka, and does actually get the final touch there. So 2 people left from Reapers, but they don't have many resources, and they're going to be forced to disengage. This could be an opportunity for Myth Avenue to steal away the Aegis. Never mind, it's not over yet. Miracle gets the grab on towards Blazoris, and yeah, that is a Death Panda.
These long-range arrows from VVV have been amazing. He's keeping and it's maxed out arrow, so every time I see this, like landing at like 4 or 5 seconds stun duration with it, absolutely wild. But there's no ambiguity about that fight. That was all in favor of Myth Avenue Gaming. They killed Kishka, which, by the way, yeah, he's got BKB, but he's a support. Yeah. He's just a support Tusk. Killing him is not exactly the biggest deal here.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a surprise to see on him. I mean, he's pretty good. 26 minutes in, with Drums of Endurance and a BKB, is quite nice. Especially though he's also died 8 times, but he's been there for 18 of the 27 kills there from Myth Avenue.
Kishka's having a... I think he's going to go for the, what's it called? The Boots of Bearing. That would be really good, because then you have a lot of health regen added to you. He's already got 15 without it. With it, you had another 15. Very hard to bring down. Oh, bomb lane. Toy again?
Oh no, the sniper's got fight in the mid lane. Arrow lands there from the Rubik, gets the grab onto Hong Hong. Eva going to get the pick off onto the Ricky. Oh lord, okay, so 3 people die in very quick succession there for Reapers. And could be seeing a high ground engagement coming out now from Myth Avenue. Or they might go for the safer option of Roche.
I guess you could go for Roche. Up against Sniper, it's still a bit hard to go high ground. However, this Sniper doesn't have Maelstrom. That is the, like, I don't want to say better build, but for defending, it is very helpful to have the Maelstrom with the Shrapnel. You can clear out creeps really fast. With the Mask of Mass, not quite the same thing, although Hurricane Pike and the extra range is very nice. So overall, though, it's a very tough game. He's got the Brigand's Blade, but
yeah, like I say,
I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, the Maelstrom good for the high ground defense, but it's also nearly a crucial farming tool for a sniper as well to actually help him, get that CS a bit faster. And yeah, he's just suffering massively. All 3 cores on Myth Avenue actually above the sniper now. Miracle, supposedly the position 1, but he has sort of just become the position 3, and Zeal is now the carry by the feels of how this game is going.
Let's see. I mean, he's got, which is weird because all he's got is the BKB and Helm of Overlord, right? It's not like he's got this insane, like crazy. He doesn't even have boots, and he's going to go for the assault cuirass, just helps him bring down the buildings. Oh, Kishka, nice 4-staff.
Very good move there from the old friendly Rubik. So who needs to buy an Ag Shard when you could just use a 4-staff, eh? Same thing. So now
Kishka, he's going for the Blink Dagger. Oh, come on. They got the Boots of Bearing. He'll be unkillable then.
So he wants to go for the more staple Tusk item. You know, most of the time the support Tusk, you see him try to get the Blink Dagger a little bit earlier, but went for the more greedier BKB. And still wants to try and invade the sort of Radiant jungle right now. But Reapers are keeping their position very cemented with this high ground ward. Looks like they're still going to get the quick burst on towards the Riki. They take him down, but going to be able to burst on the Rubik in response. 1-for-1 trade on the two supports. Misora stepping up. Does still have an ultimate to use, but he's holding on to it as long as possible. Toy, though, in some danger. He's able to get the 4-stuff away. He should be able to escape. And the Brewmaster having to use his ultimate to run away, but my lord, those Pandelings just die so quickly. And the Earth One not going to last long at all. He is God. Zeal though, look, he's in the base. He's found the sniper. He thought he was out, but not long at all. Thinking about diving into the fountain for Hong Hong, but, you know, puts a little bit of pressure on the brakes. Doesn't want to go too crazy though. Now he's in some real danger. Very low HP, but even still, they don't want to try and bring him down. Miracle just making sure he was there to, you know, soak up the tower hits, allowing Zeal to disengage. And this should be a set of barracks fallen.
I like how the Helm of the Overworld gives Miracle almost like a satanic, right? He does a God's Rebuke and gets full health every time he does that, which is kind of wild with the lifesteal. Toy not up for 15 seconds. Can the building stand that long? There's no glyph and you're up against a Leshrac, so it seems very unlikely. Oh, dude. I mean, I feel like with Avi has been running circles around him. That one long engagement looked pretty good, but since then, and before then, Reapers was just losing so much ground all the time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe he's trying to go for Exilern. It's going to be the sleeping dart, but 4-stuffs again, dragging them out. Miracle Spirit, a little bit off the mark this time. Not going to get a quick grab, but pops the BKB. But it's all about disengaging now from Myth Avenue. Don't need to overextend and throw away their lead, and they will just back on out. Yeah, I mean...
How often do you see us?
Yeah, go on.
How often do you see a Scythe of Vice first item on Mars? I mean, he's got Blink BKB, but then he's like, he's not a refresher. Sometimes we see the armlet, he's not going for that. He's like, no, I'm going to Scythe of Vice.
It's
okay.
Interesting. I suppose they just wanted like a bit of extra lockdown for the Brewmaster before he could get his ult off, I guess, as well as the Ember Spirit. So I do like it. It makes a lot of sense.
I mean, I like it too. I'm just thinking that it's a very interesting, it's a very different item build for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's especially for a carry Mars, or supposed carry Mars in quotation marks. But yeah, this game it just seems to be getting worse and worse for Reaper. I mean, most of the time, right, in these sort of situations where you're continuously losing heroes, you can say that, hey, at least we're making space for our carry, right, to carry on farming.
Yep.
But really, Toy, I think he has the most deaths on his whole team, doesn't he?
10 deaths? I think that is the highest. Wait, let me...
It's the highest. The next is Mikasa, which just has 8. And at least Mikasa has more kills and over double the assists that his carry has. But he has less levels, so yeah, Toy he's just not having a game at all.
You ever get in that situation where you say, if I say the truth, people will think I'm abusing the guy, you know? Where you're like, Toy's got 10 deaths. People are like, hey, it's not nice of you to say. I'm like, well, that's what he has. You know, that's the situation.
Yeah.
It's a very tough situation to be in if you are the sniper, and he's going to go for the BKB, but then you're like, well, it's going to help you, but against some stuff. But Zeal will just walk in and shred you no matter what item you have.
Yeah, and I think that is literally, I think probably all of the sniper's deaths are pretty much just from Zeal. Every fight, that has been his priority target. He forgets about the Brewling. He doesn't care about the Ember Spirit, none of that. He sees the sniper, he tunnel visions for him, and just runs him down. So yeah, the BKB on the sniper's hands, not going to change the outcome whatsoever. He's still just going to get torn to pieces.
Yeah, plus you have to make sure you use it before anything comes up. And you're up against a Rubik, right, who can just... does he have Blink Dagger? No, he does not. He went for the Force. Like, it is not that hard for the Rubik to catch you unaware. Or the Blink from Keisha. Keisha does have Blink Dagger, so Blink Tusk, Snowball, or even just Blink Punch is enough to catch him.
Oh, no.
And, oh, no!
Not again. Not like this. It's another dead... Oh, the Spear! A little bit off, but it doesn't matter. The damage is still there. Do find the kill. Can Reaper actually turn anything around like this now? The first BKB usage there from Kishka. And Reaper, all they could do is disengage. They've already lost their carry. Mid barracks is getting beaten into. Exilern not even getting involved, just ratting the top set himself. Looks like he might be able to find Kishka though. He is stun locked and might be getting brought low. The Arena trapping 3 people inside its area. The Rubik manages to steal Starstorm, but doesn't matter. Fearless is on top of him. Zeal, though, in the back lines was able to find the kill on towards the Ricky. Down goes Hong Hong, can't do anything. Mesaurus does have his ultimate, but he doesn't even get an opportunity to use it. He's just continuously stunned out again and again. And, well, I suppose it's not GG yet. They can still take over fights, but is there any point?
Maybe they believe in this. I mean, by the way, did you see how many times that he landed the spear on that little fountain thing?
Yeah,
That,
yeah, the little tiny. Oh yeah.
Because I was like, at first when he threw it, I was like, that doesn't look like it's on the wall. Then he threw it again, like, oh, okay, it's definitely on that thing. They're trying to delay Fearless. Needs to be careful he doesn't land on that ledge. That thing almost feels like it's gonna pop any second now. And actually learn, he is just gonna another Hex, another dead Mikasa.
The Scythe doing tremendous work. Fearless as well, trying to get himself away. Actually runs faster than his Remnant there. But I didn't even need it. Still, second set of barracks gone. Only one remain here for Reapers. 15 seconds without the Brew, a minute without the Ricky. Stuck in this all 3 versus 5 situation, but Kishka, your support is farming jungle while this potential high ground could be coming out, but you know, he wants these boots of bearing. He's only 200 and something gold away. That's his priority.
To be fair, they're such a good item. I can't blame him for wanting to go for them. He's like, guys, I need the boots of bearing. They're good. I need them. Zeal actually has boots, but he's not upgrading them. He's gonna go for the pipe instead. I don't think he really is gonna have time to farm them. Looks like Myth Avenue Gaming must just be taking game 1, and it will all depend on game 2. Reapers has got to win game 2 to have an impact in this tournament. Oh, here we go. Jump in. Is it Toy again? It is.
Yeah, there's a dead sniper for sure. Down for 50. No chance at all to turn that fight around. Still jumping in from Keisha. Sun connects onto Hong Hong. Maybe going to change direction onto Mesaurus, but still Miracle is getting focused down from Fearless. May be able to bring down this Mars at long last, but instead has to set up the easy target of the Rubik. But still the Brewmaster able to get his ultimate off. But it's literally just to run away and survive. He can't really get much aggressive plays done with it. Miracle back in with the scythe, denying any sort of escape there from Mikasa. Mesaurus is Brewling, so they both get trapped, but still not really any follow-up. And the tier 4 is now getting beaten into. Myth Avenue not really concerned about trying to go for Megas, just want to end the game right now. And they are getting the first group down.
Yeah, they got all they need in this game. They're like, let's just go. Oh, no, they want to go for Mega Creeps. Why not? Zeal assault here. Oh, this could be a dead. Oh, it is a dead carry.
Okay, they get dead, quotation marks, carry is down there for Miracle. Everyone else is still alive, doing all the work. Melee backs down, just this rage left to stop any sort of Megas being taken over here, but it looks like Reaper are actually able to force Myth Avenue outside of their base right now, chasing after Xe Learn. He's getting pretty low, still 10 seconds without the Bloodstone, but it doesn't matter. Hong Hong dead in the back lines. Zeal focusing on Toy, doesn't even need his ultimate, and he could just run at this sniper and take him out. Although Miracle, he is here, denies the escape from the sniper yet again. Another death for him. At long last, they finally get the kill onto Leshrak, but in all that time, the rest of Reaper just got torn to pieces. Godlike spree now for Zeal. Megas secured.
Oh, thanks. Okay.
Okay, but a couple of buybacks. They're still trying, not calling GG. They want to try and do everything they possibly can right now. Another stun connection. Mesaurus getting low. Unfortunately, Zeal not getting the final hit. Wants to maybe try and build up towards a rampage, but going to get denied that from his team. Instead, I mean, is anyone going to start hitting the Ancient just to end this game? They're literally just hunting for kills. They don't want to end. This is literally like my pub games. Eventually, the Ancient does fall to the creeps, and Myth Avenue take game number 1.
I feel like I didn't even have a chance to say anything that game because it was non-stop action from start to finish, with most of it going Myth Avenue's favor. Ivy and Zeal, we talked about his laning phase going to go really well because he is a Lycan versus no stuns, and he did. 14-1, 20-21. It was the Leshak versus the Ember. We said that was a skill-based matchup. It could go either way, but I really wanted heavily favored the Xe Learn's favor. And Miracle, absolute god performance on the Mars. Again, he's up against a Mirana and Brewmaster, so it's like unlikely they'll kill him. VVV actually died a lot, but he stole the arrow, and he was just able to land multiple long-range arrows. And Kishka was basically a core, so
yeah,
kind of one-sided game. I don't really know what to tell you. It was just a very much in favor of MAG the whole time.
Yeah, it really was, and I think the main reason is because Reapers, they just did not have a carry. Still, the sniper ended the game with the most deaths out of everybody. He just could not get anything done. I mean, yeah, we've all had like really horrible, depressing games in the past, you know, in our pubs, but that really takes the biscuit. He was doing nothing at all, and I guess you can't blame him too much. The draft did sort of just allow Myth Avenue to constantly run at him. There was no save mechanic to keep him out, but even still, yeah, very well played there to Myth Avenue. Oh, that 1 5-minute fight though, Jesus Lord, that was a marathon and a half.
You're enjoying it. He's like, all right, guys, here's my new rap album coming at you at the UK, Apple Store, whatever. There's some decent things you can point out, which is that for one thing, Fearless on the Ember was godlike. Like, I mean, looking at him in the laning stage, he got really sacked, he really suffered, and yet somehow at the end of the game, he's involved in, I think, like almost all their kills. It's kind of wild. Yeah, he actually is involved in 22 out of 23 of these kills, with 15 going by his own hands. Like, he got them himself. So if you can maybe enable him more, he can maybe make more space in game 2. Reapers could have a comeback, but at the moment it's just looking like a pure outclass by Myth Avenue.
Yeah, it really was. And I mean, we were kind of expecting it going into the series that Myth Avenue would come out on top, but even still, it was just a complete beatdown at the end of the day. But yeah, that's exactly what Myth Avenue needed to keep their hopes alive in this tournament. They've got to do it just one more time, and then they can at least try and force the tiebreakers versus eHome and potentially other teams, because there is a possibility that like 4 teams end the group stage with 7 wins, 7 losses. So, it's all still very open. But yeah, we will see the outcome of game number 2, guys, which will be coming up in about 10 minutes time. So do not go anywhere. We got Moto 2 ready and coming.